That was me last night though, so I totally feel you.
I just went live. I just hit live, so
Okay,
it'll take
cool.
a few seconds.
Groovy.
Let me see if it actually. Oh, it looks like it's starting. I'm gonna tweet it out too. So the first part of whoever watches this back, they'll be like, "What the heck are they doing?" We don't know.
This is I hate when Streamlabs doesn't work.
There was a big update when I loaded mine up.
Yeah,
So
and I think it just completely screwed mine up. A wonderful, wonderful update.
well, I just
Let me
tweeted out and we're live. Just so you know. Let's see. I don't have anybody in here yet, so we're good.
groovy.
What have you been up to?
Same old, same old. Just nothing and everything. That's it. Same old status
Oh,
quo.
you can actually see the hacked arcade one up behind you today, huh?
Oh yeah, I wanted to add additional production value, and I finally got around to making an SD card for it. So
Oh,
I
cool.
figured I'd just throw it in the background.
What's up, Jasanta? Jasanta joined.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening? Don't worry, Mike's just getting everything set up. He's got to get his production value just right.
Yeah, it's totally failing. No thanks to Streamlabs.
Yeah, you gotta love Streamlabs. I was like, it was taking forever to update. I'm like, what is going on? This better be ready.
It did. It took a while, and
We got some turtles going on in the background for
all
Mike.
right, I'm live too. I think. I think. So there's that.
Santa says, wow, production value already.
That's it.
All right, let me open up your page too so I can see the comments.
Cool. Um,
And we'll get this going. I haven't been streaming a whole lot lately, so hopefully people get notifications from me.
yeah, exactly. I'm sure they do. Hey, Janta's ping ponging back and forth.
She's in both.
All right, let's see how I can do this. No.
All right, we gotta mute your page. Look at these transitions Mike has.
I thought the. Oh, here we go. Hopefully that. Now I can see the chat. I think. I mean, you can see. So if you see my screen, it's just the chat, right?
Let me go. Hold on. Let me open up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I see the screen. I see
Cool.
your window, of the
Groovy.
Google Hangout and the chat, but
I'll take it.
I'm just basically gonna pop out your chat here so I can see
Wait,
your
is that it?
chat, and then I'm gonna exit out of yours once I pop out the chat.
Cool.
So now I have your chat up. I have your
Nice.
chat, my chat, and I have a window that I can look up information on.
Excellent. Oh, we're pulling out all the stops today, folks. I hope everyone appreciates the
Yeah, yeah.
high-end production value on both our ends.
Uh, well, mine not so much, but I just still have the green wall behind me. What's up, Sleek? Jazanta, wherever you want. I don't. It doesn't matter because I have I have the chat for both streams going. So who's ever where,
Yeah.
Nacon, Sleek the Geek wants to get Nacon going.
Well, I appreciate the tenacity, Sleek, but unfortunately, the funds are a little of an issue for everyone. You know, putting tens of thousands down on a yeah,
It may be a year or two.
yeah,
So
at least, at
uh,
least.
I,
So,
I I would love to though. God, it would be so awesome.
oh, absolutely. But we'll see. We have plenty of other conventions to keep us busy until then. So,
Yep.
so I think just jumping right in, the question that I want to know: Marvel Ultimate Alliance thoughts? Good, bad, ugly?
I love the game,
Right.
but I'm playing it a lot. I streamed it the one night. I'm probably a little more. I'm probably about 60% through,
Okay.
and I love it. But I will tell you, it's not for everybody. It is very repetitive, but I
Hmm.
love beat 'em ups. I see you got turtles playing in the background. It's kind of
Sure.
like that. Uh, it's not real deep like of an RPG, like some people would say. Maybe it's an RPG. I'd say it's more of it's closer to the old arcade beat 'em ups of the '90s
Well, that's good.
than an RPG, which is it's really fun, and that's what I like. That's my thing, man. I love beat 'em ups. Give me a good beat 'em up all day long.
Exactly.
So there are like you can level up your guys, and you can
Also, they added
oh
in those elements too.
yeah, there's that elements too. But honestly, like I'm playing on the medium difficulty, like whatever the default is,
Okay.
and I don't think I've died yet. I mean, my characters have died, but you can revive your guys. Like it's kind of like Gears. They'll go down on a knee. You can go over and pull up a guy. So as long as all four of you don't
Okay.
die, you're good.
So, are there set like character classes that are healers, or can anyone just?
No, anybody can pick up anybody.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. But there's different characters. Like I'm using, I like my the group I'm using right now. I got Deadpool, I got Hawkeye, I got Wolverine, and I got the Hulk.
Nice.
And I like that because Hulk and Wolverine are kind of like tanks, and then
Yeah.
Hawkeye, I sit back and just shoot everybody with the bow, and you can kind of like stay out of danger with him. So
Gotcha.
it's fun. I'm loving it. If you like Marvel, get it. It's fun, and it's kind of cool how the story progresses, and you don't get all the characters right off the bat. They kind of like as the story goes, you'll unlock a character.
Okay.
Like the most recent one I just unlocked was Deadpool. Juggernaut's attacking like the X-Men school,
Hmm.
and he breaks through one of the things, and Deadpool's in there making tacos for Taco Tuesday,
Nice.
and and then Deadpool's pissed off because the Taco Tuesday got ruined, and then you got to fight Juggernaut. So
So,
it's kind of cool. It's kind of cheesy in parts, but it's a good cheesy.
so how's the voice acting?
It's actually the voice acting's awesome. They did a
Really?
good job. Like the one guy sounds like Samuel L. Jackson. Everybody kind of sounds like they do either in the movies or what you think they would sound like.
That's cool.
Even Magneto sounded just like what's his name, the actor that does Magneto.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, him.
yeah. Pat, that's Patrick, isn't it?
No, it's
But
Patrick Stewart. No, that's
Patrick Stewart. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
It sounds
Professor
just
X.
like him. So they did a good job finding voice actors to sound like the people from the movie. So
That's awesome.
I
Because I
think
know
they
they
did
didn't
a good
retain
job.
the faces, right?
What was that?
They didn't retain faces.
Well, some are like from the movies, and some are different. Some are more based on the
Okay,
comic books, but some are based on the movies. So I think they did a good job of like combining the two.
gotcha.
So I like it. I mean, if you're not into like beat 'em ups and you don't like repetitive things, maybe stay away from it. But I love that stuff. So it's my type of game all day. You don't have to think a lot. There are some puzzles in it, but I mean, a young kid could figure out these puzzles.
That's
So
cool. Yeah, I mean, it sounds awesome. I mean, I'm obviously into beat 'em ups, and I don't. The only thing I'm hesitant about is you mentioned the whole leveling up system. I don't particularly like that unless I'm playing like a Diablo type game where I enjoy leveling up and
mhm.
making my character or giving my character other abilities. I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about that aspect.
Well, it's not. It's so basic. It's nothing like Diablo, where they do drop like these little gems and use the gems to give them little extra abilities, but it's not like it's going to change your character. The
Okay.
appearance isn't ever going to change or anything like that. So
Is so the big question: are there loot boxes or loot crates?
not that I'm aware of. No.
Awesome.
I mean, there's little crates in the game that you find that are hidden away that like have extra gem or an extra experience. But yeah, other than that, no.
That's awesome. Good,
My
because I only want to
my
buy it once.
Hey, Mike, my employee Derek says hi.
Oh, hey Derek. Hope he's doing well.
Yeah, he is. He actually did me a favor tonight because I was not feeling well earlier, and
Mhm.
he came in for me
Awesome.
because I told you I had that migraine.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Derek.
Derek's the man.
He
Everyone in the chat, please thank Derek.
Yeah, Derek is a man. So
Derek is great.
he's in my chat, but yeah.
Cool.
So what have you been playing?
Oh God, so much stuff. I don't. So, I guess from a VR aspect, I got Tetris Effect
Oh, that's
on
pretty cool.
PlayStation VR.
Mm-hmm.
So number one, I am not a Tetris guy. I don't particularly like Tetris. I've
Me
played
neither.
it once or twice. Tetris Effect in VR is incredible.
It is
Um,
cool. It's
it
totally
is
different
so good.
experience.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, I hate to use this analogy, but it's kind of like Thumper, where as you, um, what's the word I'm looking for? As you get combos, the music gets better, the music increases,
Mm-hmm.
and oh, it's such a freaking great game. Tetris Effect. Again, I was not into Tetris, but I don't think you have to be.
No, you don't.
It's a genuinely good game.
Well, that and
So
you're just competing against yourself, so it's kind of a
right,
different experience in VR.
exactly, and just such a freaking. It's just one of those games you can just like sit back, relax, and not stress out too much about it. Doesn't have to raise my blood pressure like every other game,
Did
so
you
I'm at minimal risk for a heart attack.
did you try Tetris 99 on the Switch?
I have it on Switch, and it's playing against 99 other
Oh,
people.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I know people
exactly.
love it, but I suck at it, and
Yep.
I swear I'm
But it
like,
is cool. Like when even I was able to get down to like the 20s and 30s.
yeah, I have too. I actually
Yeah,
got in the top 10 a few times, but there's been times where I'm like, man, it's just everybody ganging up on me. What the hell's going on?
exactly. Exactly. So, I do feel okay when I get down there, but sometimes when I just get disqualified, when it's after like when I'm at 90, I just feel like a waste of life, and I just throw it down. I said, forget this game.
Yeah.
Um, but and then so that's I've been playing that every now and then for the past like week or so. And then what I've really been playing a heck of a lot since I built this new computer. It's not actually a new game. It's Quake 2 RTX. So what they did is they remade all the textures in Quake 2,
Hmm.
so they would run on ray tracing for these graphic cards,
Nice.
and it's incredible. I mean, the graphics are obviously still 90s graphics. There's no way to get around it, but they smoothed out a lot of things.
Right.
They added ray tracing, obviously, which is called why it's called RTX, and
Yeah.
freaking incredible.
Wow. I wish I could see it in person, but yeah. I can only imagine. I need to build me a new PC. Maybe later in the year I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a super super good game.
Yes.
Even it was a good game back in '90 whenever it came out, and now it's even more incredible with RTX.
Yeah.
And on that point too, I've also been playing a game called Brutal Doom. So it's just like kind of like RTX, Quake 2 RTX. Basically, they took Doom, they remade all the textures,
Hmm.
or a lot of the textures, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I've been playing like old school games on this brand new computer.
Yeah, it's a good thing
But
you have all that power.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, that's what I've been primarily playing. But I just can't speak highly enough about how good Tetris Effect is. It's
It
incredible.
is cool. It is cool. What else have I been playing? You know, I just bought My Friend Pedro, but I haven't played it yet.
Ah,
I just
reviews
downloaded
are
that.
excellent for that game.
I know I want to play it. I might play that later tonight, but I've been kind of hooked on Marvel. I got to get away from Marvel to play something else. I'm
I guess
trying.
huh?
I was gonna say I'm trying to like. I like sometimes when I really like a game, like I really like Marvel, I don't want to beat it right away. I like
Right.
kind of like make it last longer than it probably should.
Yep.
I know some
Like
people
it's the
just they
same
buy them and they'll
thing.
beat them like in a day or two, and then they're like, "Oh, that's it." You know, I don't know. I'll play like an hour here, an hour there.
Exactly, and enjoy it.
Yeah,
Take your time with it. Imagine that.
yeah.
But I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, yeah. Um, but for I guess, I mean, I'm kind of familiar with My Friend Pedro. What kind of game is it? I mean, for the people that haven't, I guess, heard.
It's a side scroll. It's really bizarre. You kind of you can jump and go in slow motion and just shoot everything. So it's kind of like a side scrolling Max Payne
I
from
was just
back in
gonna
the
say that
day.
exactly.
But he does all these crazy like flips and stunts, and you got to try to figure out how to get through the level.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
yeah, it just looks really cool, and the reviews have been good, so I finally just pulled the trigger on it, bought it.
What is the art style on it? Is it like pixel?
No, not really. It's kind of more realistic looking from a side-scrolling game. I don't know. It's on Switch. It's not the greatest graphics in the world, but it looks good. Go look it
Gotcha.
up. It's hard. I haven't played. I've only watched videos and read the reviews, but everybody seems to love it. So,
Yeah. So I
um,
think on my
hey,
stream I was on mute the entire time.
if
Hopefully everyone can hear
people are
me now.
saying they can't hear me,
I
Mike,
talk about one job.
what production value for Mike?
I talk about failing.
You could have came over to my stream and listened to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleek the Geek says is even here.
Unbelievable.
There he is. You fixed it.
Incredible. Yeah, I was just on mute. I forgot to press unmute.
You guys should have
One
said
freaking.
more earlier. Come on, do your job, chat. I'm just kidding with you guys.
Yeah, unbelievable.
They hear you. Well, now Haley Belly says she hears you but don't see you.
Doesn't see me. Does anyone else see me?
And
I see myself.
then somebody said Wolf Weinstein says there's our boy.
Oh, geez. Looks like I picked the wrong stream too, Janta.
Eh,
I gotta check out CC's stream.
Mike doesn't have production value like me, He doesn't
Yeah,
have.
today I'm failing big time today. That's what happens, I guess, when I don't know. I still don't know what I'm doing with this
So
stupid
I,
computer.
I think everybody in the chat and I want to know how many of those shirts do you have? Because every time I see you, you have a different one.
Listen, I'm just trying my hardest to make sure that these streams are as high quality and taken as seriously as possible. So at the end of the day, a lot. I will have a new shirt for every stream.
And see, I'm like always wearing like an Indians, a Browns, or Cavs hat, or a CC Games hat, and then I'm usually wearing a CNC Games shirt.
There you go.
So,
That's it.
oh, Sleek says you're too tiny. You gotta be bigger.
Yeah, let me.
Mike always makes himself so little.
Yeah, because you're more important than people seeing my stupid face.
I agree with you to a point, but you make yourself really tiny on those streams.
Let's see. Let's see how I can do this. Oh, yeah. But anyway, so.
Jazanta, I have a couple different styles of CC Games hat. Yeah, Derek says we both need something hanging on our walls. The problem is since Derek's in my stream, by the way. You know me, I painted these walls green so that I could do a green screen. With Google Hangouts, I can't use the green screen, which sucks. So I look like I'm sitting in a dungeon.
And I just don't, I just can't be seen at all.
Yeah, you can see like the corner of Mike's arcade one up. Yeah, so we need to be true gamers. Like if I had my camera turned the other way, you would see like a bazillion games, but I'm not going to move my camera just for this.
Yeah, so I think what
Yeah, Derek, everyone's in Mike's chat. You probably could just go over there. Most everybody's over in Mike's chat, so if you want to see what everybody's talking, go hang
great.
out.
Hold on 1 second.
Sub to Mike too. Here you go, Jasanda. I have one sitting right over here. I'll go grab one and I'll show you. But this one's just like it's just a monotone color one. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Failing so bad today.
There, I'm back. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So these are ones I usually wear to work, but I have ones that are like more like retro looking and they're colored. It's kind of cool.
Jeez. Now autofocus isn't working. Unbelievable.
Mike is a top quality professional streamer. He's got all this equipment.
Let's try that. Anyway.
I just realized my chat's not popping up on my stream.
Hey, Derek. All right, that's the best it's going to get tonight, folks. I apologize. It's not getting any better than this. So I'll figure it out.
Did you see how Take-Two or Grand Theft Auto opened up a casino?
What?
You didn't see
No.
that?
No.
Yesterday they on GTA Online they opened up a casino. It's called the Diamond Casino. And actually, if you guys got Amazon Prime and you want to play in the casino, if you link your account, they give you a bunch of money and they give you a VIP like room in the casino. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think they're genius and they're going to make crap loads of money, but there's no more arguing that you're not gambling on 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 games anymore. It's I can't wait till the politicians aren't get a hold of this because I don't know what they're going to do about this because you're basically giving real money to them and they're changing it to fake money that you gamble with.
That's incredible. I don't know
And
how they would even, especially in the EU where they're so hell bent on those laws and regulations.
yeah, I'm wondering how it'll go in other countries at first, but yeah, it opened up yesterday and it's actually it's actually pretty well done. There's actually a story and everything, and I mean that part of it's cool. I just think it's kind of greasy. It's kind of like I don't know if that's a little too far.
That's incredible. So you can use real money. You can use
Yeah,
real money?
because the way GTA Online works is you can earn money by doing stuff in the game, but a lot of people I see a lot of kids even they buy the shark cards and they buy the money for the in the game money. And then what you do is when you go to the casino, you take the money that you have in your account and you
Mhm.
transfer it to chips just like you would in a real casino, and then you gamble with that. And they have, everything all every type of gambling that's in a casino is in this casino. So
So you're telling me I can like do war and blackjack and everything else?
they have blackjack, poker, they have roulette, they have horse races, there's a few other ones, and then there's like high roller rooms, and then there's it's just like a normal casino. They have all
Okay.
kinds of slot machines. They're all different slot machines. It's pretty nuts. I did it yesterday just to try it out, especially since I linked my Amazon account and they give you a bunch of money. So you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, well, it's not real money, so it's not real gambling, but
But it is when
it
you
is.
have to pay essentially to play all these games. I mean, how is that not gambling? So
Well,
can
the
you win actual money or credits?
no, no. See, you just when that's where they're gonna. That's what they're gonna do for the argument. They'll say, "Well, you can't ever cash out, so it's more of just a service. It's just for fun because there's no way to cash out. But somebody will come up with like some third party way to like sell in game cash or something. I don't know. There'll be a workaround.
So I'm gonna pay money to get credits to gamble in this make believe casino, and if I do win, I can't get money back out of it.
No, you just get cool crap in the game. Yeah, Wolf Weinstein. Yeah, you're just playing with the in-game money, but people buy that in-game money. That's where it gets kind of crazy.
Oh, that is crazy.
I just think it's like a line that has been crossed. It feels like a line has been crossed. I could be wrong, but that's
It's
what
like they're testing the regulators just to see
it,
how far they can go.
yeah. Well, this is I don't know. This is about as far as you could push a regulator, I think. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Jeez. That's amazing. Well, hey, more power to them if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean I won't ever spend money in there. But then there's there's people, and I'm like anti-regulation guy, but sometimes man, some people just can't help themselves, and I think some degenerates are gonna lose. You're gonna see stories where someone lost just a crazy amount of money in this fake casino.
Even like with kids, when they have their parents' credit card, I don't know how much that happens anymore, but hypothetically, you
See,
have your parents' credit card and keep charging.
yeah, and I have mixed feelings. Like parents should pay attention to their damn kids. So I
Yeah.
mean, as a parent, my kids would never ever, they know better, and I don't have that problem because I've because I'm a good parent. But there's a lot of parents that just don't pay attention.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
so
Oh, gee.
I don't know what the right answer. It just does seem like a line has been crossed.
I think the right answer is, well, actually, no, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. It's just, Yeah, our 12-year-old bankrupted us. That's
Yep.
pretty much what it's going to come down to because he wanted to online gamble.
Yep.
Oh, geez. Okay, so I get it now. So I
I
get it,
just
but it's ridiculous.
I just think within I'm gonna take a guess, within a month we're gonna see some kind of crazy story of some kid spending thousands of dollars
And
and
the
he didn't
parents had
know it
no
was real
idea.
money. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just insane. Oh man.
Sleek says it is. Is it any different than the prize counter at Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, because a kid's not just gonna walk into Chuck E. Cheese alone.
Right, right. And they're gonna have to ask their parent like explicitly for money, not just a credit card.
Hey,
So there's even just by design, there's some oversight by the parent, right?
Derek, I did not say I'm a great parent. I said I'm a good parent. But yeah, I am pretty damn great at a parent. My kids are good. Yeah, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. Sorry, Derek. My kids aren't serial killers. They turned out pretty good.
And knowing Kevin, I would not knowing his kids, but knowing Kevin, I would agree just by his demeanor and overall couth around people
No,
or acting.
my kids are good, so I have to take a little bit of credit. I mean, I did half the work, so my
That's
wife
right.
my wife my wife too. She gets a lot of credit for them. So
Exactly.
it takes a village too. I gotta say, my mom, my mom and their other grandparents, my wife's parents. Everybody did a good job. I
That's
can't
all.
take all the credit, so there. I'll be a little humble, Derek. How about that?
I hope Derek's happy now. Look at what he started.
Yeah, he's laughing. He knows he's
Yeah,
laughing.
exactly. Um, so did you happen to see the new Joy-Con controllers that came out this week?
Yes, the colors. Those are
Yeah.
those are kind of cool. Also, did you see Nintendo agreed to
Oh yeah.
fix the Joy-Con drift?
And I have that problem.
Do you
I have
really?
it bad. I have it bad.
I
And
don't
I
have.
thought it was just I was for me, I thought I was just using the controllers like I was being too rough with them, but it's nice to know I'm not the only one.
Well, I do think those were made to kind of go bad
Yeah.
because they
Yeah,
want you to buy
$90
new ones. They
right
want you
there,
to.
$50 for the pair.
They're like 70 for a pair. They're expensive.
I don't know. The blue and the neon yellow that came out are just super, super
Uh,
nice.
I can't go with that color. I'm Ohio State fan. That screams Michigan to me.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why, because I'm in Michigan so much. It's just been ingrained in my noggin to get Michigan colors, but they're super, super, super nice.
You know what, those blue and yellow ones, those are going to be my most popular because in Fremont, there's so many Michigan fans because Charles Woodson went to he was from Fremont, and
Mhm.
there's a million Michigan fans in Fremont.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. So there you go. You better stock up.
excuse me. Sib says he has the Joy-Con drift problem too. I do not, so I'm kind of
Yep.
lucky.
The
I don't,
left one. Same
but
with me.
I got a Switch traded in the other day. I'm kind of mad. I got a Switch traded in, and it worked perfectly. I tested it, everything was fine, and then I formatted it, and then for whatever reason, the left Joy-Con won't sync up anymore. So
Oh, really?
I think the little connector's dirty. I'm gonna have to take it apart and clean it.
Hey, how difficult is it to actually take these apart? Because there's a lot of cases that are on Amazon
The
that I
Joy
want to replace.
You could do it, no problem, Mike. It's not that hard. There's just a lot of little ribbon cables and stuff you just got to be careful of. But you're pretty technical. You'll be fine doing it. Yeah. I've thought about replacing the whole case on mine too,
Exactly.
making it look cooler. Like you saw Nathan's. That's pretty damn cool.
Exactly. The Dreamcast too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they have like an atomic purple one that's so awesome.
Yeah,
I've been eyeing
yeah,
that up for a while.
yeah. Those are cool. I've thought about doing it too, but I mean, I kind of like mine. I just have the red Joy Cons on mine,
Yeah.
so I have two reds.
But I think no, it's the same red. It's the same red as the red and blue, right?
Yeah, it's the same red, but it's two like
Yeah.
they sold this one at Christmas time with Mario,
Gotcha.
with the two reds. But yeah, I replaced my left Joy-Con with a red one.
Awesome. Yeah.
Wolf Weinstein, built-in obsolescence is correct. I think Nintendo did it on purpose, so you have to buy new Joy-Cons all the time. Also, it's kind of smart because I keep thinking of the new Switch. Once those go, you're gonna have to send it into Nintendo to get fixed.
Oh, right.
Or I mean, there's not. It's kind of hard to replace analog sticks.
Yeah.
on controllers. I mean, it's possible, but it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly. I wish they would just sell them individually so you could pick your colors rather than having to buy the pair.
You
That's
can buy them individually from Nintendo.
really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
Nintendo's weird
their
like that.
website?
Yeah, you can just buy like a left or a right.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it's through their repair shop though. It's weird. It's hard to find, but I'm pretty sure you can do it.
See, I think they would make it if they made it possible to easily possible to buy them single and to have a similar program that Microsoft does where you can customize your Joy-Cons. They would I think they would make a killing.
Nintendo, there's so many things they need to let me be in charge of Nintendo because there's so many things they should do that they don't.
Right.
But Nintendo has so many. I don't know. They're flush with cash. They have so much money. They don't care. You know, they're not in a hurry to do anything. They operate on their own time. They
Yeah.
don't care what anybody thinks. They just do whatever they think. And it's weird. They're such a weird company. I love them, but man, they're so frustrating at times. They've
Yeah, it's like a
they
huge missed opportunity.
yeah, they've always been like this too. So there's like weird things. Like I remember one of the reasons you can't get the component cables for GameCube and why they go. A lot of people don't know this, but component cables for GameCube, the official ones, go for like around $300. It might even be more now. But because they were so rare, Nintendo only sold them through their website. That's the only way you could ever get them. They never sold them in stores. So they've always done weird stuff like this. And
And
it's
it
just
continues.
yeah,
So
it's
status quo.
just the way they are.
Dang. But that's good to know. I'm gonna have to look that up. If you can get individual um, Joy Cons, that's awesome. Oh, thanks, Janta. Appreciate that.
She's flying
Hopefully your
now.
flight's going well.
Oh, where's she headed?
I think she's going back home,
Mm.
but she was in I think Orlando for the week.
Oh, I still want to get to Orlando. I want to get to Free Play, Florida.
It's right around the corner, essentially.
I don't think it's gonna happen for me.
No, definitely.
Probably not.
Ah, that's a bummer. Well,
I wish.
cardboard cutout.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
Okay. Let's see. So, you gonna? I need to get one of those SD cards from you too. Still
Yeah, absolutely.
for a
And like
phone.
I said, I have the image file, and that's a great segue. Did you hear about the new one that came out today?
What new one?
The new arcade one up. It's a Marvel superheroes. It's got Marvel superheroes, X Men, Children of the Atom, and the Punisher.
Oh yeah, they announced that at E3. I saw that one.
Yeah.
That
Oh, it's
one's cool.
awesome.
They got a Turtles one coming out. I'm actually debating. I have an actual Turtles in my garage,
Ooh.
but I don't have the motherboard, and the motherboard is really expensive. The motherboard for those usually go for around $400 or $500 now. Sometimes you can get them cheaper, but about $400 is what
Right.
a Turtles motherboard goes through. I've been debating buying one of those, either throwing a pie in it with Turtles on there, and just keeping it for myself, or maybe buying one of the little crappy arcade one up the turtle ones, and then throwing the board from that in the actual one,
What kind of
because that one will have both turtles on it.
what kind of video does the arcade cabinet use? Like, what's the term?
Uh, I mean,
VGA?
they do it goes out to CRT. You can always change it though. I mean, there's converters. But I would probably convert it back to a CRT. I'd figure out a way to do it.
Yeah. Just finding the right CRT.
Well, I already have the CRT in there. But
Oh, perfect.
yeah. So
But there's no like input on there, like as it comes.
no, the way those arcade monitors work, they're just they're like a custom
Okay.
wire into the chassis. Yeah, I would have to. It's kind of hard to explain here, but I would have to cut the wires into basically hack it into there.
So what is it? Just like a general like horizontal, vertical?
Kind of, yeah. There's usually there's there's usually like about 5 or 6 different wires, and one of them's like a sink and a
Yeah.
yeah
So
stuff
it's
like
like
that.
standard VGA. essentially.
Kind of, but it's not a standard connection. And
Gotcha.
all the monitors have different chassis, and they all have a different like connection on how they go in.
So if you got the motherboard, would it?
Those use JAMA on the actual motherboard.
Gotcha.
Do you know what
Gotcha.
that is? That
Yeah,
that
I've heard of it. Yeah. Yeah.
that's like a universal. It's a universal cable you can buy, and you hook it to the side, and it's kind of the motherboard's basically like a giant cartridge that plugs into
Gotcha.
this cable.
So
So
is
you
it
got
worth it? I mean, if you got a motherboard for like $500, is it
it,
worth
it.
it?
It is because turtles sell for a lot if you completely
Okay.
restore them.
Or you could have an arcade one up, which runs it, no problem.
Yeah, but you can't fit four people around one of those little arcade one
You
ups.
can't even fit two people. You
I
kidding me?
know, I
No
know.
way.
Yeah,
No, honestly though, that what you could do in reality is if you got an arcade one up, you could always plug in four PlayStation controllers and all sit around it. So you don't have to be tied up on the front end.
yeah, but I don't know. It's so little too. I don't know. It
Yeah.
looks cool. I think more people buy those for the looks than to actually
Yeah.
play them. That's just
Yeah.
my thoughts on them.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I have it for looks essentially. I mean,
Yeah,
it's cool that it's modded. I put the speakers in, I have an amplifier in it and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's really for the looks.
yeah. It looks cool in a room.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's unique, it's an attention grabber, it's a conversation piece.
Yep. I
But
mean,
that's really
that's kind of the same way on the big arcade machines, but you don't got to worry about those falling apart. So
right, exactly.
those are built.
Although, honestly, I have to say, the screen on this is incredible. The LCD is so crisp, so clear. It
Yeah,
is really, really good.
I will say they do. That is the one thing about them. They do have pretty good screens on those
Yeah,
things, but they're kind of littler, you know. But they're
exactly.
what size is that? Is about 15 inch maybe.
No, I mean, if you did horizontal, it's probably got to be close to like 21 inch. I would
21 inch.
imagine.
Oh, it's a little bigger than
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought.
it's pretty big relative to the size of the cabinet.
That's cool. And
But
you're running a Pi on that one, right? How many
yeah,
games is on that thing?
uh, a lot. So I have Atari, Atari 7800, Lynx, Commodore 64, ColecoVision, Dreamcast, Famicom, Game and Watch, Sega Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis. What is MSX?
That is like a Japanese game system. I don't think it
Got
came out. I could be wrong.
um,
I think they had like I think one of their big games was they had like a Metal Gear on there too. It's like around Nintendo time.
yeah, okay. NES, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Pocket Color, some PC games, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation, and that's it. And every one of those systems are complete libraries.
Yeah,
So
I kind of did the same on my Pi as well.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bridget, I was definitely wearing the same shirt. I'm not that good, by the way.
Mike always wears the same shirt every time.
Yeah.
No,
No.
we were
Oh
talking
wait,
about
wait.
that early. He has a
I'm
different
gonna
shirt
go.
every time we do this.
Yeah, no, definitely a different shirt. All right, I'm wearing the same shirt tonight, but a different shirt than other times. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, it's for whatever they are, 199. You can get them on sale for 150, 160 sometimes.
However, the Turtles one is going to be 350.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna have like a light up marquee?
I don't. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so.
I wonder if that's because of licensing.
Most likely. I'm. You know what? I'm actually really shocked they got that license
Mm.
because it's weird that Konami made that they don't have the license anymore. So there was probably a lot of hoops to jump through to get that license.
Exactly. So who owns the license now for Turtles?
Nickelodeon, as far as I
Really?
know, yeah, because it's probably still the original guy, but I know Nickelodeon makes cartoons, and then it is. There's probably the same guy that's always owned it. Maybe he licenses it to multiple things. But what I'm, excuse me, what I'm talking about is they would have had to get the license for Turtles, and then they would also have to talk to Konami to be allowed to use their code.
Right.
So that's where it would be multiples. So in my chat, NHSADM, he got a Pac-Man one up, and he put a 60-1 in it. So you put a 60-1 in it and a 17-inch monitor instead of getting an adapter for the existing one. So you basically just gutted an arcade one up NHS. So what you do with that monitor? Send me that monitor. Those are pretty good monitors. I'll take the arcade one up monitor and throw it in something.
That's right. And they sell the boards on Amazon where you can just convert it, obviously.
Right, you convert them. Yeah.
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 That's your best bet.
It took a lot of time and pain. Yeah, and you only got 60 games in there. I mean, the 60 ones are cool. I've been, even though I've put 60 ones in arcade machines before. I know a lot of hardcore arcade people hate 60-1s. They're like frown on you if you put a 60-1 in something, especially if it's something good. I never did it in something like really good, but people like the 60-1s because they have a lot of good games and the emulation's rock solid on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the emulation on these arcade one-ups are fantastic.
Yeah.
There's no slowdowns, there's no glitching. It's really, really good, surprisingly.
Yep.
And even more so on the Raspberry Pi. The only things I really have trouble running on the Raspberry Pi are the N64 emulators.
Yeah, N64 always gives trouble. I guess N64 runs pretty good on the new Raspberry Pi on the 4.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll see.
Maybe I'll have to check it out. But and they're cheap enough. I can grab one and throw it in. But
NHS, instead of a 60-1, you should have threw like a Pandora's box in there. Those have like thousands of games. They hook up the same way. It's still JAMA. I know your 60-1's JAMA. You could probably throw a Pandora's box, and you could get even more games on that thing.
What is a Pandora's box?
Pandora's box is this. It's a knockoff thing, but like you can get them on AliExpress for like $40-$50, depending on the one. The latest one, I think they're up to 9. I think it has like 2,000 games on it, but it's just like an emulator box. It's probably like similar to a Raspberry Pi, but it's a JAMA motherboard. So like if you have an old arcade machine that uses JAMA, you can usually just throw them right in.
Gotcha.
Now the pins are a little bit different, so you got to make sure that like the pin outs are similar. But yeah, you can usually. Hold on one second. What's up?
Yeah.
What? Okay. All right. Bye. Sorry, life, my daughter.
You're fine. You're fine. But that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, NHS. I was just saying, since you already have JAMA hooked up in there, you could always throw that in. I know some people think the Pandora. He says they suck, but I think they're all right. I mean, for what they are. I mean, it's a Chinese knockoff arcade motherboard. But yeah, I do a lot of Raspberry Pis and stuff sometimes in arcade machines. The only thing about Raspberry Pis is sometimes they get corrupted.
Yep.
And the thing about a Pandora's box, like it doesn't run off much power at all. It's not going to get corrupted. They're pretty rock solid. So
yeah. I mean, so these Raspberry Pis, I can't even tell you how many times they've corrupted with the controllers for me.
Yeah,
it's impossible to keep the controllers synced or the buttons synced.
And that's what the big pain in the butt is. I did a custom arcade for a friend of mine, and I put a Raspberry Pi in it, and I'm gonna knock on wood. It stayed. It's been working for about 2 years with no problems on the controls, which I'm shocked. But I did another one, and I swear to God, like every other month, like the controllers aren't working, or whatever. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, on this one and also my friends, it keeps corrupting constantly. And even this, I just set this up and I can't get the select button to stay the select button. It's just really weird.
Yeah, and it makes
if Pandora's box is the Soldier Boy console.
No, Sleek the Geek, that's not. But you know what Soldier Boy did with that console? All he's doing, and why he says it's not illegal or anything, and a lot of people do this type of stuff, is they'll just drop ship stuff. They're not really even, they don't even handle the products. Like, he doesn't even really handle the products. What he's doing, he's going, there's someone in Japan, and he'll take the orders, and he's just telling them where to send it to. So he doesn't even have, like, any of that stuff. I mean, I shouldn't say Japan, in China. He doesn't even have any of that stuff like in stock anywhere. There's like nowhere like police could raid him or anything. I'm sure he's gotten a cease and desist, Wolf Weinstein, but
Yeah, I remember reading about that he did,
but
and they were investigating it.
I used to sell some stuff like that, but not pirated stuff like that. But I mean, I used to sell stuff like from China that was like legal, but I just had like a website and people would do the order, and like when I would get the order, I'd be selling it for like $10 on my website, and I'd get the order, and I would just go order it on a wholesale website and have it drop shipped to these people, and it would cost me like $3-4, and I was doubling my money. A lot of times, a lot of people do that.
That's what he was doing.
And that's pretty much what he was doing. He was buying the same stuff you could go buy from China, and he was just drop shipping it to people.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix my camera.
What are you talking about? It looks great. Oh, Jax is here. All right, we'll start over, Jax, just for you since you're here just now. And NHS said for Pack 1 Up, he mostly just wanted the Donkey Kong games and a few other Pack games and other vertical games. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think the 61 has pretty much all the games on there are pretty good. There's only a couple maybe crappy ones on a 61. But most hardcore arcade guys absolutely hate those things because they feel like they've ruined more games than people will always throw 61s in them. But I understand why they do. You can buy a 61 for like probably under $20 now, and throw it in there, and the Pac-Man's the same, and you get a bunch more games. So you see a lot of Pac-Mans and a lot of old school arcade games with those 60-1s in them. And honestly, I went to a bar, and I think every game was running a 60-1 one time at a bar.
That's where they even exist.
Yeah, I'm shocked they haven't shut those down. More than I've seen some people get busted for selling 60-1s. Like there was this place out in California that was just they were advertising, they were selling all these arcade machines, and they got busted for copyright infringement.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know.
That's incredible. But yeah, so that's what I'm. So what are you up to this week? What do you got going on? Anything? So what I wanted to ask you, were there any other new releases this week?
Yeah, Wolfenstein is coming out. The new Wolfenstein looks pretty good.
There's much hype about the new Wolfenstein, by the way. Like, not as much as the last one.
Not a lot, and I'd say stay away from it on. Well, don't go to the store and try to buy it for Switch because all you're getting is a code in the box. They're not even putting it on a cartridge, which I hate.
That's ridiculous.
PS4 and Xbox, it's the actual game on the Blu-ray. Also, Fire Emblem comes out for the Switch. That looks pretty good. We have a lot of people looking for Fire Emblem. That's going to be a pretty big one.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
but
not my game, but yeah.
Yeah, not my game either. But hey, to each their own.
Yeah, I have a lot of reserves for it, so a lot of people are interested. Which is, I never thought I would have this many reserves for that game. I think this game's going to sell better for me than Marvel is, which is crazy.
That's insane. I would never imagine that, but what do I know? But yeah, Wolfenstein, I feel like they just missed the boat on marketing, promotional. It's like a soft release, not as much as the last Wolfenstein. They bent over backwards to promote.
Well, I think they're busy promoting their Diamond Casino for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, evidently. Oh man.
In like Wolf Weinstein says, it's because it's not like a main release. It's like a $40 game too. It's like a side story. What's up, Chappy? Chappy's in your chat.
What's up? So, but it's not an expansion though either.
No, so it's kind of like a side story. I don't know how to describe it. And I think it's like two women are the main characters, but they look pretty cool. So
interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the new Zelda. Well, it's not. It's the remake of the old Game Boy one. That's like the next game I really, really want.
When is it coming out? November, right?
I think
With the
so.
new Switch? Sometimes,
Let's look at it. I should know this stuff off the top of my head. I never do.
yes, that's what we come to you for.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just go online and look them up just like everybody else. Chappy, what are you up to, buddy? What are you talking about? Swiss chocolate monster. What is Chappy talking about?
Got me.
I'm looking it up right now. So Zelda, September 20th. Yeah, so the same time as the Switch, as the new
Oh,
Switch. Same
good.
time as everybody raids Area 51.
That's right. That's right.
Are you
I
gonna? Mike's gonna be there leading the charge at Area 51.
No, I will not be because I don't need to get shot.
I drove by the main entrance to NASA the other day, and I thought about stopping and getting a picture
That's really
because
funny.
Nathan took a picture in front of NASA. I was gonna like try to copy it, like try to do it, the exact same picture, but just with
Right.
me instead of him, and send it to him.
You should do it. I think you should absolutely do that tomorrow.
I could probably go do it tonight too.
But as we said last stream, I think there are way too many games coming out over the next couple of months. It's just going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy couple of months.
I said the same thing last year. Like last year, there were a ton of like before the season started, there were a ton of AAA,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh man, there's just too many games, and there were some of them but then some of them turned out to be turds. So you never know what's going to be a turd
Mm-hmm.
that you think is a AAA game, and it really sucks.
Well, I can tell you what I hope is not a turd, but I'm pretty sure you can guess that by now.
I know you're all excited for the game. Let everybody know what it is.
The best game potentially ever released, Death Stranding. The best game.
Don't put any pressure on it. The best game ever
It
released.
could be the way it's been hyped, the way it's been marketed, the way it's been just how they talk about it's a different game playing mechanic and experience, something that we've never experienced before. Oh boy, I'm getting excited. I'm getting so hyped right now.
It could be the worst game ever too.
Let's just not focus on the bad here. Okay, go stop smashing my dreams.
It could be really good. I don't know. I'm Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk looks awesome too. I think Cyberpunk's probably the slam dunk game of the year. I don't see it being terrible. So I mean, I don't
No
see
way.
any way. Everybody's just been gushing over that. So it looks phenomenal. So I think that I'm excited for that one too. But if I got to be honest, I'm kind of I don't know why I really want that Zelda game because I love the old Game Boy version. So
Yeah, and it's just gonna be that much better having it on a freaking Switch. And the graphics are just incredible. That cell shading style is just awesome.
I like I love Zelda. So
Like that 3/4 view, it's perfect. It looks so good. They
yes,
did.
Cyberpunk looks pretty damn awesome though too. I know Chappie's all excited for that. So
Yeah, I mean it's just another FPS, right?
yeah, I wouldn't say it's just another. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a cut above everything else. So
Yeah, I agree. But doesn't hold a flame to Death Stranding. No, nothing.
nope, nope.
But
So how's work going for you?
busy, very
Busy.
busy. Past couple weeks, got a lot going on. Traveling to Michigan next week for work.
Oh, close
So
by.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, yeah. So we won't be able to have this. I'll be working the entire time.
Okay, all right,
So unfortunately, I don't think there'll be a show. There might not be a show next week, or there might be. I'll text you and let you know. Maybe I
all
can
right,
stream from the hotel.
all right. You could always
Actually,
do
yeah,
a
I should be able
Google
to.
Hangout on your phone too.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Yeah, I could probably do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there won't be a let's play next week. My usual Tuesday let's play.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Or Chappie says he'll fill in. Chappie, you can fill in whenever you want. You can come on whenever you want, dude.
So what are you up to?
Just working. I hope I don't get any. Well, except today, thanks to Derek, I got off. So because I wasn't feeling,
Camping.
I was feeling awful. But I've had. There's this one guy that came in this week. There a lot of people come in, obviously.
Yes,
But
I was
there's
just
this.
going to ask you about the customer stories.
Yeah, I got one. There's this one guy,
Right.
and he's like the nicest guy in the world. He's really nice. He always buys like really cheap games, though, and he wanted to buy It was a Mech Assault game that works on Xbox 360. But I go, well, he's like, does this work on 360? I'm like, yeah, but are you online? He's not. He goes, no, I don't have online. And I'm like, oh, well, it's not going to work then. And he's like, well, why not? And I was like, well, it has to download a patch in order to work. And then he wanted to know if he brought in his system, if I would, hook it up and get him online. And I had to kind of draw the line because one, we're talking like a $5 game, and
Right.
it's just like not worth my time. And I told him, I go, no, I'm like, but it's not hard to do. You just got to go through and just follow, whatever they ask you to go online.
Okay.
It's not. I kind of showed him how to connect to Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But he's not much older than me. He's perfectly capable of doing this, but it seemed like he had no interest in it, and he seemed like he got a little bit upset that I didn't want to hook it up. But I mean, it's going to take like 20-30 minutes to get him
Exactly.
online, and like for a $5 game, I just
Yeah.
wasn't having it. I kind of felt bad afterwards, but
Yeah, I don't think anyone blames you.
I don't know. I'm just not. I think some people just stop being afraid of technology. It's not that hard.
Right.
You can do it. You can do it.
Especially when Microsoft walks you through the entire process. It's not
Yeah,
like you're in the dark.
it used to be easier though. They do ask for a lot more information now than they ever did in the past.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to like. That's the thing. He's gonna have to create like he's gonna have to create a username and a password and all that stuff. And uh, Alex, he's going to be a customer regardless because the type of games he's getting at my store, he's not going to find anywhere else. And he's still. I wasn't rude to him. I just said no. I was telling him you can do it. It'll take you a little while, but you can do it. But I feel bad like when I don't. I was busy. I have so much stuff to do. And I don't know. I just didn't feel like taking like a half an hour to get this guy set up on online so he could play a $5 game. I
Right.
guess it just wasn't worth it to me. If he was spending like $100, I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, it's your return on investment value, and it's just not
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Like, what's my time worth? It's worth more than $5. So
And did you get through all the stuff from the other store? Do you still have boxes left?
we still have a couple. We're like I'd say 90%,
Yeah.
90% integrated. Yeah.
Dang. Well, get
So
there, but
we're
yeah, no, I agree though.
we're
Absolutely.
almost there.
Absolutely. Cool. Excellent.
Quincy the Fancy Owl. What a name.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Alex, by the way.
No, Alex. The thing is, this guy is not gonna. I'm not gonna lose him as a customer. He's still. I mean, I'm super nice to him all the time. I just wasn't. I
It's
don't
not
know
like
that.
you throw him out of the store and get out of here. I never want to see you again.
And you know what? Most of the time in the past, I have helped people, but man, I've been so busy doing everything. I'm just not gonna for $5. I just kept thinking it's just not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Although, if you did set him up that for $5 at one time, he could have purchased more online games in the future.
But that's true too. If I hook him up online, maybe he's just gonna go all digital. Now this guy, he doesn't have internet at his house,
Oh,
so
so then what's the point?
yeah. Even if I do it once,
Oh,
he's gonna need to update down the road too for everything. It's just not. It wasn't worth it.
yeah, no, no, no. He doesn't have internet at his house, then there's no point.
Yeah, we're talking about a $5 game too. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Oh
So
boy.
so yeah. I know I'm a jerk.
No, I get it. I
Just
get it.
Jazanta, you'd be surprised. That's the thing I say all the time. Like these game companies, they all work and live out in a bubble out in Silicon Valley, and they don't realize you would be surprised how many people do not have internet. It is mind blowing, or how many people just use their phone for internet and they can't go online with their game systems. It's crazy how many people that is. I sold a Switch the other day, and the first thing, it was a grandpa buying it for his grandkid that was to visit, and he didn't have internet. Now, yes, he's an older guy, but he's like, I don't have to do anything with this. And we opened the Switch and we set it up for him, and I'm like, no, as long as you're buying the cartridges, you're good to go. Just except for certain cartridges, I showed him the ones,
Right.
mainly the 2K ones where it says internet required. As long as you buy normal games from us, the cartridges, you're good to go. Just pop them in. They worked. He bought like Super Mario, popped it in. He's playing it within, like a minute and a half of setting up the account, which took like 2 seconds. But try that on an Xbox One. You gotta connect it online. You can't play an Xbox One unless you go online at least once and create an account. And
Yeah, yeah.
it takes like 20 minutes to set up an Xbox One. PS4 is a lot quicker. You don't have to go online to set up a PS4. So a lot more people buy PS4s that are online, or if they only use their phone for internet,
Right.
because they just want to play some of the exclusives. They don't care about playing online. You would be amazed, Jazanter. Really, like the people on here watching and like us, we're more in the minority than you would think. I'd say half the people do not go online with their game systems.
I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't go online if I didn't have to. Like I don't play online. I don't find any fun in that. Um, and yeah, I'm one of those people that I wish I didn't have to go online.
And you're online though, but you're you know that you know how to do it and all the
Yeah,
technical
but I
stuff you
wish
got
I
to
did.
do.
It provides no value to
But
me.
one of the reasons Microsoft will, if I haven't looked at the sales numbers lately, Microsoft might be in third place by now, but they'll definitely be in third place by the end of the year. Is one of the main things they screwed up was requiring it to be online.
Yeah.
And even like around the world, there's so many people that aren't online. And then now we're going even further with like stuff like Stadia, which I know Mike is a huge fan of Stadia. But
You had to bring it up.
Stadia
I'm
is
gonna punch this stupid arcade one up because of how much I hate Stadia.
I hate Stadia too, but I mean I don't hate it. I mean I see the idea of it. It seems like they're just pushing it just because they can. I don't think there's really a demand for it.
It's the console that no one wanted, that no one needs. That see, I'm getting agitated already.
No,
That
the only people that want it are the people that make the games. They want you to have less control, less ownership, less. Those are the people that want it. That's where the demand is.
it's just
Jax is back. We were wondering where you were, Jax.
just anyway. Besides Stadia,
Yeah.
but yeah, again, if I could not go online with any of my consoles, I'd be a happy person.
I like to play online. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, I like a good single player game too. I haven't played Marvel online. It's I've played it all offline. I should go online though and play with some people though. It would definitely be more fun with four people.
Yeah. Um, I mean, so the only game that I do like going online and playing with like Pip is like Sea of Thieves and Chappy. That is fun. That is a good time.
I got to get in one of those games with you guys. I
Really
mean,
do.
I got it on my Xbox, so I can play.
Yeah, we should figure it out and definitely play because it is a blast.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I like playing Call of Duty and stuff online, and I love playing sports games online, even though there's no good ones anymore. Um, I used to. I like playing Rocket League. I play Rocket League all the time.
yeah, Rocket League's all right, but
Chap-
I don't.
Chappie says he's down for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play one these days. Definitely. I just re-downloaded it as a matter of fact, so I'm good to go. I got all the updates ready and I'm golden. But
Yeah, we should.
freaking online games. But yeah, I mean, so where I live, where I used to live previously previous to buying my house, I had like two. No, well, I shouldn't say that. But in general, we have like three choices for cable providers and internet providers. Where I moved now, we only have one, so we have no option here.
I have one. That's all I
Yeah,
have too,
it's
and
so
it's
ridiculous.
garbage. And I've always only had one, and it's better now than it was like even a year ago. But like a year ago, I had a data cap. I still kind of have a data cap, but I pay a ridiculous amount for uncapped,
Right.
and it sucks because like my businesses, there's a lot more options, and it's way cheaper than it is here for me. But they know they have me. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, and that's what they're hoping. that they got you, and there's nothing.
Chappy, I sent you a link in Twitter.
So
Chappy might be popping on here.
yeah, well, we've been going for an hour. So
I know. I don't know how much longer I'll go.
yeah,
I keep realizing I got my pointer on the screen. I got to keep hiding it.
but yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, I think here comes Chappy. Maybe. No, or was that your computer? Chappy, where are you?
I mean, it's coming up on my phone, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, NHS says you can get unlimited service, but then you get throttled. That's right. I get throttled after a certain amount. NHS guy, my stream. It sucks, and that's what really sucks about the internet around the country is a lot of people have no choice, and they're basically oligopolies where they're like kind of like the mafia. They all have their own little territories and they stay in them, and nobody crosses lines. So
what's going on, guys?
nothing.
Hey.
We're bitching about cable companies.
Yeah, no, that's no, I was listening, and I think it's crap that it's kind of like, phones are high speed phones that
Yeah.
they started blocking the amount of data we get. Now
Yeah.
they're gonna block the stuff we do at home, which is ridiculous.
And data doesn't really cost them much. It's so
No,
silly.
data costs them nothing.
Yeah.
No, they claim it's infrastructure. They say, "Oh, there's too many people, the this and that." And no, it's because you don't want to pay for any small upgrade that can make customers happy while you're rubbing your nipples and being very happy that you're raking in money, like, No, I feel strongly about this too. It's bullcrap. I'm sorry.
Thanks for the image of the rubbing nipples.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
South Park.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny though.
Stupid camera.
The production value, Mike, is lacking.
It's a DSLR camera, and to have like the video stream, you have to keep it on live view, and the live view will only stay live for 10 minutes or so.
I forgot to ask you, what kind of camera is it?
The Nikon.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm wondering if my Canon does that.
Are you on your phone again, Chappy?
Yeah.
Okay. You must have it set down because it's stable. That's why I was just wondering.
Oh, yeah. It's on my computer. I was looking at game releases. There's a game that y'all forgot.
What?
That I'm excited for.
What's
The
that?
Outer Worlds.
Oh yeah, that looks cool. And that's a Epic Game Store exclusive though, isn't it on PC?
Yeah.
I know it's coming to console too, but
Yeah, it's crap. I'm not stoked about that.
you're not you don't like the Epic Game Store like most PC people.
No, because the stealing of the information and it's stupid.
See, you know what's funny? There's just a small part of me that just wants to see the world burn. And I like the fact that all the PC people are like got their panties in an uproar over the Epic Game Store. And I know I'm gonna get slack for that, but for whatever reason, I'm always more competition the better. So
I mean, personally, I don't care about all these stores. I mean, it makes no difference. I have to open an application anyway.
Right.
What difference
It's
does
not
it make
so much
what
that it's a
application I
store.
open?
It's not so much that it's a store. It's that they were stealing information from, I want to say, Steam, saying who had Steam installed on their computers and what.
They were stealing a little bit. You know what though? Everybody steals data nowadays, though. I'm pretty sure Steam's everybody that see. You know what? The one thing that bugs me about Steam, and I've actually talked to Gabe Newell. I actually sat at a GameStop manager conference at a bar talking to Gabe Newell, or however you say his last name, for like 2 hours one year.
Yeah, he's one of your employees, right?
No, he was at the GameStop managers conference, and I just happened to be at a bar, and he came up, and this was pre Steam, so this was just when they were just Valve.
So when you were like, "Where's Half-Life 3?"
Yeah, and we were talking about Half-Life and stuff like that. Just a weird thing. This was pre-billionaire Gabe. This was just just a guy working at trying to get more games out. But
This Thousandaire Gabe.
yeah, this was Thousandaire Gabe, and he was a cool dude. But I think it's funny how everybody like basically all PC people. You know what I'm gonna say? PC people and Nintendo people are kind of like the same. Like Steam people that love Steam. They like protect Steam. They say how great it is, and they like look at it with rose-colored glasses. And a
You
lot
gotta
of
watch out,
Nintendo
Mike.
people do that.
PC Master Race doesn't play.
Right, but I'm just saying, like a lot of people don't realize
Very
that.
carefully.
Uh, no, they just they put Steam up on a pedestal and they put Gabe. You see pictures of Gabe like he's God.
No,
It-
and yeah, I get that. I mean, but you have to admit that Steam does really good. The sales they do.
oh
Their
yeah,
sales are ridiculous.
I think they're good, but they're not as good as everybody makes them out to be. You don't own any of that stuff that's in your.
No, you're right. You're right.
And a lot of people think they do. And actually, there's a lot of the stuff that Steam does. I wish more console stuff would do, like the game sharing. Like if game sharing on consoles was like it was on PC, I wouldn't lose as much business because game sharing on consoles, they basically get 2 copies for the price of one, and it's hard for me to compete with that. But on PC, only one person can play that game at any given time. Now Nintendo does it the same way as Steam, like because they have the new system coming out. You can put your game on multiple systems, but only one person can play it at any given time. Only one system can be playing it. And I wish PS4 and Xbox were like that. And I have this theory that once GameStop goes away, they will be. But I think they're doing it to hurt GameStop.
If they realized, if the console people knew how much money Steam made,
mm-hmm.
and I'm sure they know.
Well, they do, and that's why I think Microsoft is getting more and more into PC. That's why I think Games Pass and all their games are coming to PC because I think they want a piece of the PC pie more than they want the console stuff. So I think you're going to see Microsoft. I think the next Xbox is going to be the last Xbox.
Oh, I don't know about that. But maybe.
I do. I think it's going to be the last one.
I mean, I think a lot of people are very happy. I mean, look at Mike and I's computer.
Right.
We built a computer that's it'll be around for a while.
But
sure.
And this is my point. You guys both have
very high end and expensive computer.
Right. But you don't need another Xbox because all the games on Xbox will play on that PC.
Yeah, but to that point, I mean, there's games I'd rather play on PlayStation than my computer.
Exactly.
Like No Man's Sky, I have a better experience. I have it for both. I have a better experience on PlayStation.
Right, but what I'm saying is all the Xbox games are not exclusive to Xbox. They're also on PC.
Right.
Whereas the PlayStation games are exclusive to play. You can only get them on a PS4. But Xbox games like Gears of War will be on PC. All the exclusive Microsoft games are also on PC. So there's not really much of a reason to get an Xbox if you have a good PC.
Sure, you're right. No,
yeah.
I get that
point. Not everyone can.
Problem. Oh, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that I don't know. I agree with you with the Xbox going away, but at the same token, not everyone's gonna want to spend $2,000 to either build a computer or get a custom-made computer.
That's
right, but I think what Microsoft's solution to that is streaming, just like Stadia. They want to sell the cheap streaming box to everybody down the road, and I think Xbox is going to be more of a brand than it is going to be an actual box.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that because, I think they're realizing that Sony does really well with what they do. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Even the Switch is kicking their butt.
Yeah.
Right now.
You will never be able to top the Japanese in technology level because they're phenomenal. But I guess you're right. Microsoft needs to focus either on PCs or Xbox. And unfortunately, they've not done either.
They're straddling the fence right now.
Yeah.
So it's just a weird thing. It's just a theory. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really truly believe the next Xbox will be the last one. So.
In its traditional form, but you think there's
but Xbox is going to be a brand. They talk about it like a brand now more than they talk about it as an actual box. So.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Xbox app on your computer, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So do I.
It's an Xbox app.
Yeah, it's just going to be an app and it's going to be streaming. You know, you'll like I think for the console user will be a streamer user down the road as the internet gets better, hopefully. And then you know, PC people are still going to get all those games looking fantastic on the PC.
Yeah, but what do you do with like those hardcore gamers that don't want to game on like a PC but buy like a PS4 Pro or an Xbox?
Well, I think the hardcore people are all going to move to PlayStation and Nintendo. That's just like my theory. So I think Microsoft's going to get out of the console business, but that's just a theory. But they're at least they're going to have another system for sure. But there were rumors before the last Xbox. There was actually like, I guess it was more than rumors. It was reported that there's like a lot of people in Microsoft that don't think they should be in the video game console business anymore because it's not very profitable.
I mean, really, it's kind of like having a car company that races.
Mm-hmm.
They should be two separate entities.
Oh, interesting. Good point.
Yeah.
You know,
like they have the
rebrand Xbox
division.
into something other. Give it a CEO. Give it its own people. It's a brand of Microsoft.
There's not and Microsoft has so much money. They could buy Valve if they wanted to. They could buy Steam if they wanted to.
Oh God, I hope they don't.
Yeah. Powered by Microsoft.
Oh, and then they would charge everybody for Xbox Live on PC. I'm sure all the PC people would. You know, it's funny, Chappy. I've talked about this on my podcast before. I think it would be just personally, it would be funny just to see the world burn like that, the PC world burn. Yeah, but I don't want that. I'm gonna make this clear. I don't want that to happen. But man, would it be good for like news and everything? Oh my God, the world, the PC people would. There would be a revolt like no other if that ever happened.
Nobody cared about Edward Snowden. Nobody cares about Area 51 aliens.
No.
Mess with our video games. We're storming White House.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, if Microsoft ever bought them. And we were talking about that on Video Game Outsiders the one time. And they're like, oh, that couldn't happen. I'm like, Microsoft's worth like I don't know, at the time, I don't even know what they're worth now, but at the time they were like around it's maybe 750 billion or something like that, and like Steam is worth like about 8 billion. Like they could easily buy them.
As of April 25th, 2019, Microsoft is now a $1 trillion company.
I know they were in a race with Apple to become the first $1 trillion. I think Apple beat them, but yeah, so they're worth $1 trillion. Video games is like nothing to them. It's such a small part of what they do.
I'm trying to find what Steam is worth.
It's hard because Steam is a private company. They are not a public company, so it's hard to find. The last time I found it was around 4 to 5 billion, but that was over a year ago. I'm gonna guess.
Gabe Newell, as of 7/24/19, is 3.9 billion.
Yeah, see, so that's about 4 billion is what Gabe's worth.
So Microsoft could absorb Steam and not even make a dent, really.
Right. Right, and when I was talking about that on VGO, they were like, "No, that can't be." I was like, "Yeah, look up the numbers. It's not even. Like Microsoft buying Steam is like chump change."
Yep.
And they're like, "Oh crap, it could actually happen."
They could buy Steam for $5 billion, and they would still have $995 billion left.
Microsoft
Don't do it. Microsoft, if you're listening, don't do it.
Microsoft does the stupidest stuff too. Like they bought Minecraft for almost $3 billion. Just Minecraft. They paid $3 billion for Minecraft.
All right, boys. It's us three. We're gonna make a game.
That's it.
And it was funny because at the time they bought Minecraft, I was saying that was like such a stupid purchase, and I still think it's like one of the stupidest purchases ever. Even though
it is the top-selling game in the world.
I agree, but like at the time, I've done the research on this. It had already made about $3 billion. Microsoft still hasn't made their money back on that, and they bought it, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago.
But they probably also have the rights to it.
Well, they have all the rights to it, but it's going to take them like at least a decade to make their money back before they start profiting. So it's just crazy. They just like
if they want something, they'll overpay for it.
They haven't made their money back even with like the Telltale stuff that they've done and like the Netflix integrations and
No,
all
and that was funny because when they bought it, everybody was saying, "Well, it's going to be an Xbox exclusive." I was like, "They paid way too much. It will never be an Xbox only exclusive because because as much money as they paid, it has to be on everything to make their money back."
Yeah, and well, you also couldn't take it away from the people that already paid for it.
Right.
Right.
And also, I'm looking. You know what though? That new Minecraft Dungeons game looks pretty cool. I got to say that. Did you guys see that?
No.
There's a Minecraft Dungeons. It's like Diablo, but it's Minecraft style.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming
My
out.
attention.
It's coming out in really It looks
It's
really cool though.
a standalone game.
Yeah, standalone game. It looks like Diablo.
It's
style.
kind of good looking, actually.
It does, but it's Minecraft. But think of Diablo if it was all Minecraft style.
Yeah,
Let's see
that's
if I
one
can
of
turn
my favorite
my
games of all time. So
Yeah.
definitely piqued my interest.
This is it right here.
Oh, it looks really cool.
It does look cool, but I wish it was a Christmas game, but it's like a spring game.
Awesome.
And then they have Minecraft, the augmented reality game coming out, and for phones. But you know what's going to happen with that though, right? Have you guys seen any of that?
Yeah, I saw a lot of it.
You know what people are going to do with that, right? There's going to be giant penises erected everywhere.
You're darn right.
You just gave me an idea.
You're gonna look at McDonald's on your phone. There's gonna be a giant penis on McDonald's, or there's gonna be people are gonna put penises everywhere. I swear to God, that's like my theory on that Minecraft augmented reality. Yeah, so Chappie's gonna go around Texas drawing, building penises on everything.
I was gonna do my creepy smile everywhere, but now it's penises.
But people are they're gonna spell stupid stuff. They're gonna write racist things. It's gonna be hard for them to keep up with all that because people are just gonna be building. Yeah, we'll find things says you say that like it's a bad thing.
Get like the N-word across the roof or something.
Yeah, that's what people are gonna do. They'll be like, people put poop in your food here or something. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a problem, but.
Craft AR.
Exactly.
But it's cool. It's a cool idea.
It's a wonderful idea. It's just when you give anything, and can I use a bad word?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
When you give anything to the shitheads,
yeah,
it goes to hell.
Yep.
I hate to say that.
Yep.
Because there's always someone that goes, "Hey, how can I exploit this?" Here you go.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I also think some criminals might use it to like meet up. They'll be like, "Yeah, meet me over by the
the 4 diamonds."
Yeah.
Oh man.
I didn't even think of that too. That's a good point.
Yeah, they'll be like it's because it's kind of like it's almost like invisible ink. Like you can give a hint like where to find. I don't know.
Even Tom will use it for his meetup for investigations.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good conspiracy, meetup tactic.
Yep.
That's too funny.
Man.
So we'll see how that goes. I think that's going to be pretty big, though, when it comes out.
So I guess I'm going to say this: if any criminal masterminds are listening, and y'all do any of these ideas, we get a cut. We don't want to know what you've done.
That's it.
Just send our cut. Just send our cut in the mail. Or PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. Yeah, but I do think I swear to God I'm gonna go to a McDonald's and fire that up, and there's gonna be a giant penis on top of the building. I know it's gonna happen.
Oh man,
I agree. I would absolutely
a giant Ronald McDonald holding a French fry dong out.
Yeah, because people are real creative with that crap. So
great.
Oh man. It's perfect enough to be ridiculous.
Yep. So I can't wait for the stories on that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so bad. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Yep. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't have anything else. You guys got anything else? I'm kind of.
No, I gotta run too.
No. I might be streaming here in a little bit if y'all want to.
Sub to Chappie's channel and Mike's channel.
And CC Games' channel. Sub to all of our channels.
Yeah. if you guys can. And maybe next time we'll get some of you guys on. So,
Yeah, exactly. We'll figure it out beforehand.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, we're kind of new to this, but I like these little things. I like just hanging out and talking with you guys, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, Mike,
we'll
real quick, you have No Man's Sky on your thing.
On the computer and PS4.
Oh, what's the VR coming for that?
I can't freaking wait. I have no idea, and I can't wait.
Soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
I will tell you.
But
it is No Man's.
Because last I heard it was just imminent, and it's gonna release in August sometime. But
yeah, when they announced that, like I sold all my No Man's Skies. Everybody came in and bought No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you did. They're being real hush hush about it. Man.
Exactly. It's imminent, though. They said.
What if it was all just it was just fake to sell more copies of No Man's Sky?
Oh man, I don't think they do that again. I don't think they'd oversell again.
Pretty sure they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every like Bethesda should look at this company and be like, we messed up. We should fix.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sean Murray, you know what? He's a good guy. I like Sean Murray.
Yeah, talk about like a come from behind story. Or no, I shouldn't say come from behind. Come from the grave story. And it's incredible. They really deserve they need some award at Video Game Awards. Like
I think that's kind of like though the way games are now. I think they're rushed out too much before they're done, and I think that's a perfect example of a game that probably wasn't quite ready to be released.
Probably.
And they released it anyway.
And boards need to realize that this is an actual project from human minds. They need to give these artists, programmers enough time to make these games bulletproof.
See, the flip side of that though, Chappy, is I've seen a lot of companies where like the people making the games drag their feet and don't want to release a game because second
what's the Star
Citizen.
Yeah, the second the game ships.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah, the second the game ships, the money's shut off. So there's no more money coming in except for what sells. But see, the companies making the games usually aren't they're not the publisher, they're the developer. And once the game ships, they're not getting any more money from the publisher. The publisher's making most of that money now. So it's in their best interest sometimes to drag their feet and not ship the game right away.
Right.
I mean, unfortunately, it's a little column A, a little column B.
Right. I agree with you. It's somewhere in the middle. I completely agree. So, yep. And I've seen it both ways.
We're just going to start a whole new conversation, and the stream's going to go on for way too long. I apologize.
That's all right. I don't mind.
I'm full of these fucking conundrums.
Yeah.
Hey, on a related side note, so my camera just died. It says it's too hot to put on live view, so I have no video. Anyway.
Summer 2019 is...
you know what it is, Mike? It's that shirt you're wearing. It's just too hot for that camera.
Obviously. On a side note, in doing my research for this show, I was fully prepared to plunk down some money and get Star Citizen, but I got to their website and they want $45 freaking to play an alpha version, not even a beta, an alpha.
Oh my!
So do you get the full version when it ships in 10 years?
Huh?
Do you get the full version when it ships in 10 years?
That's a good question. I don't know. I would imagine. But I am not prepared to spend $45 on a freaking alpha version of a game. Sorry, as much as I love this podcast, it is not worth me buying that.
You know what? We might have to set up a PayPal. And if you guys want to see Star Citizen,
yeah,
we will make this happen. If y'all are interested at all,
we will live stream it.
Just Anta, I beat you to it with the shirt comment. Yep. Mike put that up on a tee for me. That was an easy one.
Yeah, well, what can I say? That's what my camera said, though. Please wait for your camera to cool down. All right, no problem. Oh, right.
Mike's too sexy for his camera.
$45 freaking dollars. And to boot, they have a $20 expansion, too, that you can buy. So you get the privilege of spending $65 on a freaking alpha version that has 3 worlds that you can go visit.
We got to we got to do a Kickstarter for a game.
It's just a drop in the bucket.
I
A
wish.
bear bucket, I mean. They've already made, hundreds of millions of dollars.
$250 million on a freaking alpha.
So stupid.
Oh, man.
I'm in the wrong business. I need to make a Kickstarter. I
was
need to just
so
do
upset.
Kickstarters.
And then get Microsoft to buy us.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we make our, couple hundred million, and then we make a couple billion from Microsoft.
Yep. It sounds like a solid business plan. Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
But I encourage everyone to just see how ridiculous it is. Go to Star Citizen's website and check it out.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Check it out. It's kind of funny, actually.
It is. You can't do anything but laugh. But that's crazy how many people have donated money to that thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Nathan could get on that kind of donation train, oh man.
Hey, Noisy.
What's up, Noisy?
Exactly.
What's happening?
Blood pressure is going through the roof. It's either Stadia or it's stupid Star Citizen, friggin' ridiculous $65 crap.
You know what's funny? If you do the math on Stadia, how stupid it like they try to pawn it off like it's cheaper, but if you actually do the $10 a month thing, it actually costs just as much as a console.
Not only that, you could stream at 4K and blast through your data cap even faster. You get the privilege of blasting through it even faster.
I know. It's so stupid, but well, I can't wait for it to come out for it to have problems. But
God.
I just want to say I told you so to people.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to get off. It was good chatting with you guys. So
You too. Thanks everyone in the chat for joining. Really appreciate the support.
Make sure
Please
you like and subscribe to these two guys. They're awesome.
Yeah, check out Chappy too. Chappy's always streaming, doing drunk streams lately on Dark Souls, but
Drunk Souls.
Drunk
Man,
Souls.
that game's brutal even when you're. Oh, it's worse when you're drunk.
Chappy, are you streaming right after this?
I'm not drunk right now.
Okay.
So you have to be drunk to stream?
Dark Souls, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
But not to just regular stream. I may stream here in a little bit.
Alex, only certain things in video games I want the world burned. I want the world to be peaceful and happy and everything, but for video games, there are some things that would just be hilarious to me, like Microsoft buying Steam.
That should be the next CC shirt. Say CC Games wants the world to burn.
I do not want the world. I want the video game world to burn sometimes, even though I'm a part of it.
You own a video game store.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. I'm like the guy. Think about this: if the video game world burns, I'm the guy selling the army surplus stuff. I got the old school stuff that you can survive on.
That's great.
So I'm like, everybody would come and buy the old stuff again.
Mike, you're PC Master Race 2. You're in this with me.
I guess, but I'm agnostic, really. I mean, I like it, but I'm not bent on like I have to buy this game on PC. It's gonna be the greatest game on PC ever.
Yeah. See, that's the thing for me. Like, I am. You know what? I was more of a PC guy before I was a console guy. I used to play on PC like constantly, and I'm both though. I mean, I think it's silly when people do PC Master Race. I also think it's silly when like console people get on the PC people. So I think everybody, whatever makes you happy, more power to you.
I mean, let's be honest. The controller's easier than a keyboard, but a game is prettier on a PC.
It is. It's prettier on a PC. I agree.
That's what you're handing off.
Yeah, I don't have. And there's some, I always say people buy consoles for the exclusives. Well, not everybody, but there's
Mike's back.
There's a couple reasons. Either exclusives or ease of use is why people buy consoles.
Oh, sure.
So
yeah, no, PC's not easy.
Yeah.
You got to know how to use it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that can't even use the basics of a PC. So.
Well, there's a lot of people that can't even get online with a PS4.
Yep.
As you know, Kevin, that couldn't even get online with Microsoft with an Xbox.
Yep.
And Kevin won't even help him.
Right.
I know. I'm such a jerk.
I told him, I hope you burn.
Yeah, I'll probably talk about that on my podcast too. I do kind of feel like a jerk, but I don't know. Just sometimes I don't feel like being super nice.
Holding someone's hands.
Yeah.
No, I get it, man. I'm just busting your balls.
And honestly, you know what I was thinking with that too? I was like, this guy needs to do this on his own sometimes. Sometimes you just got to take the training wheels off and let those, let people figure it out themselves, or they're always going to come to you for little things.
Right.
So,
hey, Mike, your stream's back, but you didn't change your shirt. You sure that's a good idea?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's gonna heat up again.
It is what it is. I mean, we're wrapping up, so hopefully the
Yeah.
camera's got about another minute and a half left in it before my shirt ignites it, like CC lighting the rest of the world on fire.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap up my stream, so
Yeah, likewise.
I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for hanging up with us,
Yeah.
hanging out with us.
Good seeing you, Chappy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Anytime, Chappy. You can come on whenever.
Yeah.
We'll work you in the next one too. I think it works good with 3 people. Probably work good with 4 people too.
Exactly.
So, all right.
Hey, folks.